Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, family and friends. It's a pleasure and a blessing to be with you here today. Again, if you've been following me all week, I've been touching on transforming your life to become the best version of yourself. And what a better platform to use than New Year's resolutions. What that's really about is about changing your life. So I want to talk to you and give you some tips to change your life in 1 year. Yeah, I said it, 1 year. That's not a hashtag. It's a movement. FJ Squared Mindset Mastery Group is here to help you unlock your full potential, but more importantly, become the best version of yourself. Okay? So under the right conditions, I want you to know, with the right mindset, the right strategies, 1 year is plenty of time to radically shift your trajectory of your life. I did it. The person I am today was not the person I was a year ago. I'm not the person who I want to be because I've learned the process is from the cradle to the grave. So I'm here to give you today a little value to help you improve on the things that you're doing, discard the things that aren't working. Now, one of the things we have to do is we have to be intentional and understand every single action you take in the right direction over time compounds. I'll say it again. Compounds. It's like planting seeds. You put it 4 inches under the earth. You water it. Give it fertilizer. Give it sunshine. And it pops out. That's just part of the process. Embrace the obstacles in your life. That's the path to success. Now, what I'm going to give you is a system for rewiring your mindset, your behavior, your identity of who you think you are. See, this is a process from the inside out, not the outside in. You don't have control of the external. You only have control of the internal. So, what I'm asking you to do, number one, is take total ownership of your life. How do I do that, Shad? Take full responsibility for your situation. No more blaming. No more making excuses. No more waiting for the perfect time. You have to become the CEO of your life. If a company succeeds, who's responsible? The CEO. If a company fails, who's responsible? The CEO. You're the CEO of your life. Embrace that thought. Embrace the process. This means if your life crashes, it's on you. If your life is amazing, it's on you. You have to develop a sense of radical responsibility. Unfortunately, here in the West, most of us have not been taught this. We kind of go from living with our parents to kind of going to college to getting into the workforce. We don't have a psychological break to how you become a man or a woman. You know, in the past, when there were tribes, symbolically, they would have rituals and events so you could proclaim you are a man or a woman. Most of us, let's just say, are 45 years old. We're waiting, we're blaming, we're making excuses. I'm begging you to adopt the mindset of total responsibility. Don't be stuck in the waiting room of life. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm telling you where I was at. I was always waiting for the right situation, the right circumstances, the right person to be in my life, the right job, the right environment. And I was stuck. I was stuck. So, accept total ownership. Number 2, clarify the real vision. Know where you're going. Know your real destination. I'm asking you to focus for the next 365 days. Join me on this transformation to becoming the best version of you. It never stops. It never stops. We're in this for life. FJ Squared Mindset Mastery Group is a movement. It's not a hashtag. Get with it or sit up in the Bob Uecker seats and watch us. Because based on strategies, based on being tactical, based on the 4 pillars that FJ Square Mindset Mastery Group was created on, faith, fitness, finances, and family, we're finna do some amazing things. We're gonna help thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people transform. We're gonna transform our lives and experience and become what we never thought was possible. I'm a living testimony. I have life experience. As you get to know me, I'll start to unwind and tell my story. I've been places that I'm not proud of. I've done things that were exceptional. When I got a mentor, a life coach, and I sat down and I start to examine who I am, not who I thought I was. You know, I live my life based on, don't you know who I think I am? And I found out I was nothing close. It was all an illusion in my head. So today I'm challenging you to get a pencil and a piece of paper, write it down, be clear who you are, who you want to become, where you want to go. And then we'll get into the how to. But first, you got to see it to achieve it. And one of the ways I did this was to reverse engineer it. I had to research the how to. I had to start following people that were doing what I want to do. I'm a life coach and a motivational speaker. I want to help transform people's lives. There are people that are doing that today at a high level. I follow them. I have a coach. I have mentors. If you don't have one, I'm going to tell you something. I suggest you get one. There's an athlete that is a high achiever that doesn't have a coach. Not only a coach, they got a health and wellness developer. They got a nutritionalist. They put systems in place to make them the best they could be. If you truly want to be the best you can be, contact Shot at FJ Squared Mindset Mastery Group. Now, the next step, stop trying to figure it out. I implore you to be a scientist and be the experiment for 1 year. Trial and error. Implement new things, positive things in your life. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, discard it. Cut out all the bad habits. It's all about trial and error. You don't need a perfect map for 365 days. Find out what works through life experiments. Last but not least, burn all the bridges behind you for a year. There is no plan B. It's 2026. That's the year. You're the man, you're the woman, and that's it. There are no bridges. Burn the bridges. There's no going back. I'm sure you guys heard the story about the Mayflower. When they came over here, they didn't know what they were going to experience, right? The leaders told the people to burn the ships. Burn them. There was no going back. They had to make it work. You need that attitude. You need that attitude. You know, I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Follow me. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm here to give you some life experiences. For those of you that don't know, a little over 3 years ago, I got really sick. I have congestive heart failure. My kidneys shut down. The doctor told me I had 2 weeks, 2 weeks to 6 months to live. They put me in hospice. Do you hear me? Hospice. For the first 4 days, I just licked my wounds and decided this is how I'm going to go out. You know, with the grace of God, He put in my mind and my spirit that He's not done with me. I'm here today to share with you that you can live your best life if you become radically responsible for your situations. If you take the steps to change. I got out of the hospital. I told them I didn't want to be here. I want to die at home. I went home. I went back to the doctor, my cardiologist 30 days later. He said, I don't know how, Shot. You're an anomaly. I can't explain it. Your heart is 30% the injection fraction. It was 11 when I left the hospital. They put me on dialysis immediately. I was on dialysis for 8 months. They told me I was going to be on dialysis for life. Do you hear me? For life. I decided I wanted to go to Southern California. I was in Portland. I wanted to go to Southern California and spend some time with my mother. They dialyzed me December 31st, 2023. January 7th, 2024, I went to the doctor in Redlands, California. They checked my blood and said, Shot, you don't need to be dialyzed. Your blood is clean. Amazing. God is the best of planners, and there are miracles I came back the next week, same thing. Your blood is good. They said, come back next week, and if the same, nothing's changed, we're going to take your center line out. That's where they dialyzed me out of a little tube. And that's that. Folks, I have not been dialyzed since December 31st, 2023. I'm still alive. And through that process, I realized how blessed I am just to be alive, just to breathe. And I decided to start FJ Squared Mindset Mastery Group. It's a personal and professional development company that I've created through my lived experience. This is not therapy. I'm not a therapist. I'm a life coach and a motivational speaker that's here to share with you how I overcame adversity, how each and every day I strive to become 1% better. Over 365 days, if you do that, I guarantee you, you'll be 37% better. If you haven't read that book, Atomic Habits, go get it. It teaches you about compounding and exponential. See, it's time and space that counts. Steps, stages, and degrees. I never thought or imagined I'd be willing to get on YouTube, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, and share my story. This is a learned process, and I'm here to help you. First and foremost, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, as well as join my Facebook page. This is what I'm all about. Living my best life, being the best version of me, and helping as many people as I can. Come join me on this road to happy destiny. Have a good day, and I'll see you at the top.